Mic check. Checking mics. Mics are being checked. All right, let's get this train wreck moving, because, man, I really, really don't. It was, if you walk outside, right, there's like puddles on the ground from this thing called rain, and the puddles look like soup because of the amount of pollen in the air. I have been dying, like, really bad. I almost wasn't going to stream because I seriously am just a wheezy little boy today. How's everybody else doing now? Things going well? Nice to see you, Smith. Nice to see you, Jamie. Nice to see you, Quincy. Nice to see our members, King Kavosha, and they call me Socks. Oh, it's going to be a great stream. I can't breathe. I'm going to have to rely on caffeine to power through this. I got just face all messed up right now. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, I don't have an inhaler right now, Animus the Fox. I am dying. I couldn't sleep at all last night. I'm running on like 3 or 4 hours of a loose nap. We'll do dirty things for albuterol right now. Carl says he's actively committing crimes. Well, it's a good thing there's no record of that in this chat now. Going okay, just opened a soda in the car and it exploded on my white shirt, which I managed to keep clean the whole day. Rip Gabriel's shirt. Holy snap! Bob, we haven't even started. Bob the Builder with a $50 super chat says, thanks for braving the pollen for us. It is nasty outside, Bob. So, obviously there are pine trees all around us, and it was either yesterday or the day before. It was just storming really bad. So all the little pine, whatever you call those, like the new growths on the end of the branches fall off. And then it rained today. So it's just like the puddles literally look like soup. It is incredible. I was wondering why I couldn't breathe last night. Antibiotics knocked me out. Yeah, I've taken all sorts of everything's trying to not die. Well, Bob, anything you want to talk about before we start the stream? I guess the stream's already started. How is the Nerf watch? The Nerf watch is thoroughly dead. So a little bit of insight on that one as I turn down the music, because my God, Jake Kaufman cannot just go easy. That's at 1. 2? We'll lower it down a little bit more. There it is. Oh, I need to put the alert box above everything else. There we go. Thank you, Bob. So Classic sent that watch in, I want to say around December, and I just now got to it. It's been sitting on a shelf. I wasn't actually even going to open it, right? Because it just looked too pretty. So when I plugged it into the computer at first, like I let it sit there for about an hour, nothing happened. Watch, like, no connection on Windows or anything like that. I had no idea if it, like, because if there's no connection on Windows, it might just be power delivery only. But in my mind, I'm like, well, this thing has to connect via USB because it's got a camera on it. There's got to be a way to get those files off the watch. So I plugged it into a different spot on my computer, and it connected. They call me Socks member for 65 months. How many years is that? Send gifts for an albuterol refill, but not superclass. Use the link in the description. I'd have to get a prescription. And even though you have asthma, even though it never goes away, you have to get a new prescription every 6 months, which is the reason why I don't have an inhaler right now. Thank you, they call me Socks. So I picked it up, like, I used my normal, I have one specific, this is what I use for USB micro stuff. So my Starfield watch, what else? Starfield watch, my camera's little preview screen, my white Sony camera, this thing charges via USB micro. So I have this cable here, so I plugged into that one, my computer goes ding. I'm like, oh, cool. And then it pops up immediately as a drive. And I was like, well, holy crap, there's obviously stuff on here. So this video is going to be really fun now, right? Thank you very much, SnowGZ, for a new member. Keep in mind that little dart next to your name, SnowGZ, will actually pop up in any comment you leave on the channel. It's a great way to keep yourself separate from the normal people who leave comments on my videos. Thank you very much for that. Plus emotes and stuff like that. So that popped up and it had the two folders, which were, one of them was completely empty and one of them just had like a DAT file in it that there was nothing I could do with it. And then there was that weird shortcut. And I double-clicked that shortcut thinking it would launch another removable drive. I think I've seen that happen with stuff in the past. So I just double-clicked it, and Windows Defender came up with a big red screen. And I was like, oh my god, what's happening? And I went to hit Windows Shift-S to clip it, and the window went away. And I was like, what's going on? And then Windows Defender popped up again on the right side of my screen and said, hey, we've quarantined this file. And I sat there in disbelief for a second, and I screenshotted that one, and then I double-clicked the thing again, and it just brought up the quarantine thing again on the right-hand side of my computer. So I have the record of it happening, but I didn't catch it in the act. I didn't get that big initial warning screen. And of course, the first thing I do is load up malware bytes and everything like that, and do a scan and make sure that my computer's fine, which it says it's fine. Then I Googled what the virus worm was, the malware, and it's from a botnet from quite a, like, I think the last time it was active was like 2020, 2019. So we're probably fine. Probably. But yeah, classic. I highly doubt you ever expected that. Oh, I haven't used an albuterol inhaler in like years. Dude, it's ever since I moved back to Washington. I want to kind of move away. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat, King Kavosha, for pollen relief. Thank you. People are spamming. Every single time you stream, there's going to be spammers. I wish you wouldn't. Aiden Swab, I have $150. What is the best blaster or accessories to buy for Nerf blasters? What should I get? Well, I mean, if you're in the US, I'd wait to see what Nerf N-Series is. God, that's such a dumb name. Is N-Series a dumb name, or is that just me? I'm not saying the blasters are dumb. We obviously don't know, but N-Series seems like a really dumb name to me. Hey, daughter of Tiamat. Ooh, Nexus Pro X is, if you want to go hard, Nexus Pro X, yeah, that's pretty safe. Can you tell me what the design of... Can you tell me what you think of the design of the blasters in the N-Series line so far? Asks Tryfly. I think they're okay. Okay, first, let's get some creative juices going. I finally found it. The Popsicle Grape C4. I love grape popsicles. It's been a long time since I've had one. I'm hoping this is good. So, cheers, everybody. It's clear instead of being purple. Oh, that is top tier. Oh my god, that is so good. Oh my god, that is so good. Alright, well, my mood is immediately elevated. Alright. So, I wanted to talk about Nerf's post. They put it on Instagram and Facebook, maybe even like TikTok and stuff like that. I don't follow that. I don't have that app. But they brought up, it's like, we know you know there's something coming, but you haven't seen everything yet. And they posted this weird video. I do have the video. I don't know if I want to try to play it. I don't know how well that's going to work in OBS, but I do have the video. It's very short, and it doesn't tell us really a whole lot new, other than we have some designs loosely of what we could expect to see in this whole line coming up with N-Series. So they are stuff that we haven't seen, but we have seen the leaks of the names. Now, a lot of people really think I already hate this line. I have absolutely no hope for it. It's awful. It shouldn't exist. My problem is the fact that it's like, if you bought Nerf Ultra, Let's say you bought into NERF Ultra, like I did. I bought multiples of almost every single blaster in that line. It is now completely pointless. You obviously know now that NERF Ultra is gone. It's not coming back. And what we have now is the new NERF Ultra. It's the new Coke of NERF Ultra. We have confirmed that now, which does suck. Like, and there's always things like somebody saying, oh, your old darts aren't useless. Your old Ultra darts are still fine. You can still use NERF Ultra. Another was like, oh, new NERF does multiple ammo types all the time, so why is this any different? The problem I have with it is that if this isn't better than NERF Ultra in every single possible facet, then it is a complete waste of everybody's time and energy. Because it's them making another dart that's exactly like NERF Ultra, trying to get you to buy into this entire line again, and that's just a lose for everybody. If it's better than NERF Ultra, it's the evolution of NERF Ultra, and they had to change the NERF Ultra blasters to get to this point with a new line, that's acceptable. If it's a unique ammo type that performs really good, that's also acceptable in my opinion. I'm not against a new ammo type in NERF. It's like, imagine if they did NERF Elite darts, but they were 10% bigger. They didn't work with any of your old NERF Elite stuff. It's just, here's NERF Super Elite, Mega Elite, whatever you want to call them. And it's the same darts. They do the same thing. They're just 10% bigger, so they don't work with anything else and they cost more money. That's where the stuff like NERF N-Series falls apart for me. And that's really, really disheartening. But I was one of the only people in this entire hobby, at least as a content creator. And keep in mind, now I'm up there as a content creator, right? And I still had hope for NERF Ultra being good, and I still like the idea of NERF Ultra. I wish NERF Ultra was supported better. So maybe NERF N-Series is that. There was a couple of new designs that were leaked. They found, like, barcodes and everything for, which is a little weird. So let me try to bring those up, because I've negated to do that earlier. Image source. And we'll just go down a couple of these, because some of these are actually really worth talking about, too. There's a couple of hacks that were teased. So we have a lot to talk. In fact, let's talk about one of those packs, right? So we have the NERF. I'm going to have to make my Walcom shrink here for a second. And wow, there we go. Super professional. So here, if I put the chat, do you want the chat over that? Let's put the chat over it for right now and see what happens. This is the NERF N-Series Gear Up pack. And we can pretty much see everything that's going on here. And we have a vague idea of what to expect from NERF Ultra. NERF N-Series, sorry, that's probably going to happen a lot because NERF names don't really correlate well to the ammo type. Except for, well, even NERF Rival. Mega, I guess, is the only one that really seems like it sticks with the darts because they're Mega darts. But the first thing I want to say about all of this is that we have already seen product listings and product packaging and stuff for like a half dozen blasters, if not more, which is really awesome. That it means that Hasbro is going pretty hard on this series. They're actually really trying with NERF N-Series. Instead of just bringing out like 1 or 2 blasters, 3 or 4, no, they have a bunch of them now. And that is awesome. Classic Freel has been a member for 9 months. Sorry for the Malware. Can I add your computer as a notch kill to my blaster? Well, it's not dead yet, but you tried. Thank you very much, Classic. So, here is what would be in normal NERF, and especially Elite 2.0 Alpha Strike. This would be a complete, I hate everything about this pack. But there is some stuff here, right? So, we have, at least from the, it's hard to tell, that looks like either a 4 or 5 shot bolt action pistol thing. It does that fake bolt action where you literally just have a bolt connected to the plunger rod. That's not super great, but there is a blue little, I can't call that a stock. And we actually, it looks like from this picture that N-Series does use the same N-Strike stock connection points that NERF has used for a very long time. Although these color schemes aren't going to match anything else. We do have, you know, a blaster, which all of these use the new N-Series darts. That's kind of cool. There's, somebody says new stock clips. Nova's Raft says, hey, it looks the same to me, but it's a very low resolution picture. So that's good. We got 2 attachments. We got a scope. It looks like kind of like the one that came with the Eagle Scout. Is it Eagle Scout? Eagle Fire? They're dumb names. There's so many dumb names in Nerf. But you get a scope, you get a bolt action, primary-esque thing with a stock that you can put on it. We got another, I have no idea what the yellow and orange blaster's actually supposed to do. Eagle Point, thank you very much, Solonus, Vesix, Gaming Supreme. This looks like it's probably a bottom prime, a smart AR probably. For those of you that don't know, smart AR is usually very bad. Hasbro loves it. It's cheap for them to manufacture. And from like the most casual of casual standpoints, at least with smart AR, like you can load the darts in once and fire 4 times before you have to reload, but that means they're virtually impossible to modify. They have no hope, and Hasbro loves to cram those on everything now because they have a patent for it and they're never going to let that go. That yellow blue or yellow orange blaster looks like it's probably a multi-shot smart AR thing. And then we have what is the next level Jolt on the very edge here. So it looks like you get 3 blasters and you get 2 things. And I believe this pack is $25. It might be $20. So it's a very competitive price. All of these use the same new darts. Like, we never saw anything like with the Ultra. You never got like 3 new Ultra blasters and attachments in a box with Ultra darts. Like, this has never happened. So they are going hard. I like the, again, I don't think these blasters look bad from a design point. They do look really cheap. And maybe, hopefully they feel better than they look. They give the same aura that Nerf Junior gives, but Nerf Junior was also like pretty good plastic quality and stuff like that. But they're very simplistic. They don't seem to have a cohesive design language, and they are very cartoony. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, Gaming Supreme, it does seem like Alpha Strike 3, but at least they're trying with these new darts, and hopefully these are reasonably good. Like, these have to be better than Elite darts, right? These things have to have like at least 100-foot range out of the box. There's no way. Notice you don't see anything about that, but why else would you make... If they're just Elite blasters with bigger darts, it's gonna flounder so hard. But at least, again, the support is there. I do think... I haven't seen anybody pop up yet, but I do think this is about a $20, $25 pack. This is the Gear Up pack that we saw. I don't know what retailer this is through. Relaunch Mega Darts, Hasbro. I know, right? It's really weird because like there are darts that like pretty much everybody ubiquitously likes. Everybody likes Mega Darts. Everybody liked Mega Darts. Mega XL even. The blasters might have been bad, but people liked the idea of the ammo. I don't get Hasbro. I really don't. Are these going to be at Walmart? Asks Spot and Fish. I'm pretty sure they're going to be everywhere. This is Nerf's biggest new launch, so it's awesome to see this many new. You have to at least have some kind of faith. Hasbro is putting a ton of effort into this compared to like Elite, compared to like anything else. And we've also only seen like what? 1 new Fortnite blaster. This might just straight up replace Elite darts. This might be the Nerf line going forward. And if they're going to launch this with a dozen new blasters, yeah, you can get a little bit excited for it. He killed off a fan favorite. Yeah, but that's Hasbro. Vasic, Nerf should make an anti-tank rifle Mega XL. They really should. Gabriel, remember months ago when we thought the Gear Up pack was going to be more tactical gear? Yeah, no. It does come with at least 2 attachments, so we know attachments are going to be a thing. That's probably a Nerf rail. The resolution is so freaking bad, I can't tell. But, hey, at least we're getting somewhere. That's a lot of new stuff. Let's move on to another one as I browse through 300 anime girl pictures. We already have the agility, but here is the next new thing that we have learned about. This is the N-Series pinpoint. And this might be a little bit more palatable when it comes to design language. The N-Series pinpoint looks way busier. It looks like there's a lot more effort put into it. It is still a similar design language to everything we've seen so far, but it still seems kind of random. But how do you guys feel about this one? Because this looks to be the next standard retaliator thing. I can already tell you where my problems lie, and my problems, like, this is so Nerf. This is so bog standard Nerf Hasbro stuff. So that front barrel, as you can see, is entirely pointless. This front barrel does literally nothing. It is an empty space for the dart to travel through. I hate that. I hate when Hasbro does that. There's no faux barrel even. They couldn't even spring for that. It's got cool negative spaces in there, but that looks awful. You've got a side prime underneath what looks to be an integrated scope. We can't really read the text on the package, unfortunately. It is way too low resolution, but it's a normal, like, Fortnite BA SRL. What else? There was a Nerf, like, Tri-Strike, I guess, and internals by the looks of it. No trigger guard, which is kind of weird. Very short stock, I imagine. Takes a magazine. That's a 10 dart mag. We can't tell from here if that 10 dart mag is going to be compatible with things like the Sprinter that we've already seen. But much like the Sprinter having the random times 16 on the side of it, the N-Series pinpoint says times 10. If those magazines are not compatible with each other, that will be the dumbest thing Hasbro can do. The scope reminds me of a Destiny blaster, though, Sasupa. I can definitely see that. It's not... If this had a little bit more love into the paint and maybe an entirely different paint scheme, because it looks awful in my opinion, this is like not... There's too much orange on it, I think, is my problem with it. The orange and blue is whatever. That's like typical Nerf Elite. But Nerf Elite had black, gray, and lots of white on it. This has 3 colors, and it looks cheap as heck. King Kiwi asks, do you prime it with the scope? No, there is a bolt. You can clearly see it is primed backwards right now on the blaster. Einhander does actually like the look of the blaster, though. It has nice shell lines. I think the silhouette is very iconic. I do like the idea of a negative space here. There is a rail on top of the barrel. There's no rail on the bottom for some reason. I think this is also like a $35 blaster, I believe. Actually, I think we should be able to see the price in this picture. No, we cannot. I think it's like a $35 blaster. That's for a Retaliator clone. Maybe. I don't know how to actually, it's just, so the other big problem, and I cut this out of my other video, right? It's the same stuff, dude. Like, what do we get? We get another new ammo type. We get the Retaliator, but this time it shoots the start. It's so boring. So we know we're going to get a Jolt. We know we're going to get a Retaliator. We know we're going to get a Strong Arm. We know we're going to get a revolver cylinder bolt action, right? Like, we know we're going to get all the same blasters again, but for this new ammo type. And that is incredibly disappointing to see. I really hope we can get something new, right? Because every single time we get a new line of blasters, it's so hard to get excited. And then when they do a new line, right? When they do the next Nerf whatever line, it will also just have, oh, wow, look at this. It's another Retaliator. It's another Strife in a slightly different shape. And all that really boring garbage that you would expect from Hasbro. And then we get this. This is what we haven't seen a concrete picture of yet. And this is where things get kind of exciting. Because this is the Infinite. Now, we've seen the Infinite. We know it's a $40 blaster. We have confirmation here that it is a $40 pump action Springer. But look at what is going on here. So it's okay to think that, like, they won't ever give us anything new or do anything innovative or interesting. But to be fair, this blaster looks to be doing a whole lot different. Hi, Colton. So, we have no confirmation on this yet, but if you look at that, you can see what looks to be either a double stack magazine or more likely it is a chain inside of a magazine, which would also be fine. It's called the Infinite. You would hope the name would have something to do with that. And this looks to be something that is like your normal chain fed, like let's say the Rev Reaper, not Rev Reaper, the Rip chain. So think of like the Rip chain, but the chain was inside of a magazine. That maybe is detachable. There is a little hook there that could be a magazine release. This looks different. I don't think we have, if it is actually a detachable chain box magazine kind of thing, we don't have anything like that. And the capacity of that could be 30, 40 darts. Like how many are on the side? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 15 per side could be a 30 round mag. And that's good. Especially if the dart's good. Now, it says a capacity, people are saying capacity of 40 darts with 80 included. Is there a leak, like pictures that I missed or something? A lot of people are saying the same stuff. It has to have a tops loading slot. I don't see anything on that. It looks like a detachable mag. It looks like the walls on the side are open, so you can very easily just stick darts in there. How do people know it's a 40 dart chain? Am I missing something? Walcom, on what percentage do you think Hasbro might actually sell separate mags or refill packs? 0. I don't think they're going to do that. Maybe on like Hasbro Pulse if they're smart. I see a lot of people saying it is detachable. There are leaked product descriptions. I need those ASAP. I do not have those. If I could get those somewhere, Secret Club chat, something. I know a lot of you are in this stream right now. I'd like to see those product descriptions because that would help a lot. I do not have those. I have not read those. So, that at least, from what we're reading, that's like the coolest thing Nerf has made in the very, like since the double punch, but even then the double punch is, it's still kind of the same thing, right? It is different, but it's still like, it's a semi-auto flywheeler, just has a 2 mag wells and it fires 1 dart when you pull the trigger and 1 button. I'm not diminishing that. That's exactly the way I want to go. But if Hasbro is continuing like, hey, here's 8 blasters, right? And here's one of them that is completely different than anything you've seen before. Oh yeah. I am all over that. The N-Series Infinite, I wish we had more data because this looks to be the most exciting thing I've seen from Hasbro in a long time. Even if you took this from like normal Nerf, right? Like if this was just a normal N-Strike Elite blaster with N-Strike Elite performance and range, I would be all over this. And it's a Springer, so you know it's going to be modifiable. And heck, we're getting to this point where drop-in complete internal swaps are an entirely possible thing. They're more possible now than they've ever been. It has been a thing for quite some time that people will have new internals, like you rip out your old plunger tube and it'll be like a new plunger tube that will fit in there with like little 3D printed pieces to snap into the shell and stuff like that. There's kits for like the Centurion. There's a lot of stuff like that. If this thing can hit 130, 150 FPS with a short dart and use that chain and be chamberable for like, people will do that. I will do that. This is one of the, imagine then also 3D printed blasters that shoot these darts and use these mags. Like there's a lot of potential there that I'm sure Hasbro is currently engineering these things in every possible way to make sure that doesn't happen. It looks good. Gabriel says, I hope it has an infinite loading mechanism. I highly doubt it. I got a tag in Discord. This better be, yep, it looks to be a thing on the product description. It is currently loading. Okay, so we got to translate this from Slavic to English. Blaster with high capacity, innovative design of a combat belt for easy and fast loading. The belt holds 40 arrows. Possibility to quickly shoot several arrows in a row using pump action mechanism. Contains 80 arrows. Huh. Nothing about the magazine being like swappable. But it does say number of pieces. Oh, that's normal Hasbro box stuff. So it doesn't say how many things are in a box. I'm really wondering about that. Nick Rory worked on N-Series. Yeah, but that means Nick Rory worked on it before Hasbro and whoever is at the top of the production line completely demolished it into whatever would make them the most money. Yes, that does sound like Slamfire. Yeah, it does look like there's a mag release on it. It could be. I really like the grip guard that matches into the ammo. This is the coolest thing I've seen Nerf make in a long time. And I haven't even actually seen it firing, which means there's a monkey paw somewhere that has completely demolished what this blaster can do. This is, I think, the only... The video that Hasbro put out on Friday only showed pictures like this, and it was like 8 seconds long. It showed the agility, the pinpoint, and the infinite. And this is by far the coolest thing. I think this is the most expensive line, so this must be the flagship blaster of the line. But that is good. So how many different blasters do we have in N-Series already? Because it feels like we have like 7 or 8. We got the Sprinter, we got the Agility, we got the Infinite, we've got the Pinpoint, we have the Gear Up pack. The Gear Up pack containing 3 blasters. So add 2 to that. So that's 7 new blasters, essentially. Am I missing anything? I mean, I don't know if I have all the leaks from the original streams. Series Agility, in-series Infinite, Nerf Pro Sidearm, Nerf Pro Primary. And then Gelfire Uproar. Yeah, there's quite a few. Radioactive, I feel like I saw people talk about an Infinite like it was a Vulcan, automatic firing and also manual. For $40, I don't believe that. There's no way. I saw there was a bolt action. Yeah, we just talked about it, Lanix. That was the Pinpoint. Not a true bolt action, it's Nerf bolt action, but yeah. Thank you very much, Elliot. We love our pointer rat. It is very useful. Look at this beautiful chain right there. So, honestly, I want to know what people think, because I've seen, and I'm part of the problem. I thought my video, I was trying to be as level-headed as possible. I cut out a lot. I have my concerns, I have my complaints, but I still said I was cautiously optimistic for this line. And I still see people like, oh, it's the worst thing that's ever happened to Nerf ever. And I want to know, chat, like, seriously, let me know. I will read the chat. What do you guys think so far about Nerf N-Series, especially when we have a blaster like the Infinite that looks very, very hot? Like, you cannot seriously see the Infinite and tell me this does not look like a good blaster. This looks amazing. Vesic says, I'm excited for it. Gabriel says, looks fine, but the DRM upsets me. I could post a poll. I guess I do technically have the ability to post a poll. Let me bring up the window. Let's do boing. Start a poll. So from what we've seen so far, I want you to keep in mind, everything about N-Series looks reasonably priced. I think I said reasonably like 17 times in my leak video. Reasonably priced. Like, that's the... Remember, what was it? The first thing we got from Nerf Ultra was the Ultra 1, and I believe that was a $60 blaster. Like, that was a really... Like, what was the price of the Ultra 1? $65 on Amazon right now. It was a $50 blaster. $50 blaster for the Ultra 1. And that thing was like a straight up scam, right? That was an actual Hasbro scam. That's not even a joke. They're like, no, best accuracy, highest precision, farthest flying. And it literally didn't work. That was an actual scam from Hasbro. I remember, I think it was like the Toys for Whatever Toy Time TV, like a Hasbro shill YouTube channel was like, and as you can see here, it's Nerf's best firing blaster yet. And the lady was like holding the blaster 15 feet away and missing the targets with every single shot. Like, and here we have something that's like, you would assume, like you always want to give the benefit of the doubt, right? Hasbro has screwed us before, but maybe they've learned. So you get things like this they're doing Ultra again. They're claiming extreme distance, extreme accuracy. Like you would think that they have learned their lesson. Why else would they greenlight this entire series? Like they've done this so many times now, you'd be like, obviously they've learned. So you would hope that this series is interesting and it's like they're lowering the prices on stuff. They're putting lots of blasters in the line. They're making sure they have, we're not going to launch the Ultra 1 and then 3 months later have the Ultra 2. And 4 or 5 months later, we'll launch the Ultra 3 through 5. Like, no, they're having all of these blasters at once. Do you think Nerf would rip off a waffle head? Asked Caleb. I don't think so. Ultra heads have their own problem. Nerf already basically had the better of the like, I think pinpoint was better than the waffle darts. Also sold with the worst possible design of Ultra darts. When they broke easily enough, it didn't become a huge negative. They didn't exist for anything other than the blaster of the pack. I mean, you had to really try to break Ultra. I know, like, there were YouTubers that were like, oh, Ultra's terrible, look, and they, like, bend the dart in 90 degrees and wonder why it snapped. When in reality, you had to try pretty hard to break an Ultra dart. In EU, the Ultra 1 was $89.99. Snow. Walcom, in my opinion, this new line, I think, has potential as long as it's hitting at least 90 plus. I think these are probably 100 feet ranges. Was Ultra, that's another thing. Was Nerf Ultra a 14 and up? No. Nerf Ultra was also ages 8 and up. Okay. I disagree wholeheartedly, Jalopy guy. Not to put you on the spot, Jalopy, but he says the Ultra 2 is horrendous unless you do an Elite conversion. I disagree 1,000%. The Ultra 2 is so good. The Ultra 2, right now, I could pick one up off the shelf, open up the box, slam double A's and grab, and I would use that in a whole war. Is it accurate? No. Is it powerful enough? Yes. Is it, even if it's not accurate, the fact that you had a blaster that was about that big, you could reload on the fly, and you could just point it at somebody 70, 80 feet away, just go blam, 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 and then reload the entire thing pretty much instantly. So good. That is one of the best blasters Hasbro's ever made, and I really hope they revisit that. God, I hope they revisit that with this line. Dude, try to explain to me why Hasbro never touched the Ultra 2 again. Except for the freaking Ultra Scream Machine in Dorado. They fixed that even. I have a video where I bent at 180 degrees, step on it, and grind it into the ground and then still fire. Yeah. No, I know I don't think, because like my Ultra 1, I got it like a month or two after everybody else. Mine seemed fine. And yeah, new Ultra darts are bulletproof. What's on my hand? Oh, I'm playing with my hair tie. You guys have clearly never tried Ultra Accu-Strikes in the Ultra 2. I actually have never tried that. You are 100% fair, Mai. I don't even know where an Ultra 2 is right now. I'm sure I have 4 or 5 of them. Elliot, everybody agrees with you. Bring back Mega XL. Seriously. Oh. So, that's actually worth talking about, chat. Let's assume, right? Let's just make the assumption that what we get with N-Series is what Nerf Ultra was supposed to be from the get-go. Not super insane distances, but with an angle, you can hit 110, 120 feet, right? With an angle, with a steep, like normal, like I'm playing Worms Armageddon style angle. The kind, like you guys have no idea, right? There are so many people who Nerf today that have never had to master the art of shooting 30 feet above your opponent's head to hit them at range. That's real nerfing. I know that's why people hate all these new blasters and they love old school play, because that was old school play. A lot more skill involved with that. But let's assume that NERF N-Series, because I'm seeing people, people are pretty divided, but we're talking 68% people from 132 votes like the idea of N-Series. Like, I'm doing Hasbro's marketing research for them, and to be fair, I'm doing Hasbro's marketing research, again, to their actual fans who will actually buy their products, and 68% of people are saying yes. Hasbro execs, if you're watching this right now, I'm doing your work for you. This is the best possible setup you could get. I'm not a 4-year-old kid. You know, I'm like, if I saw this, and I know there's something like, oh, millennials and Zoomers and stuff like that. We walk down the toy aisles and I'm 30 years old. You know, like, why the heck would... that's how I got back into Beyblade. I was walking down an aisle. I saw Beyblade Pro Series. I'm like, holy crap, what is this? I looked it up and people were like, oh, it's literally the Takara Tomy Tops, but in the US. And I grabbed the entire series right then and there. And I've bought every single release in the Beyblade Pro Series. That is, like, if I see a toy that I want, I will buy it. I don't care. That, like, your life is too short not to have fun. And NERF is one of those things that crosses boundaries because it's guns, but it's safe. Claxfriel tipped $1. Love the Dorado, how it took the Ultra 2 and basically put the Ultra 1 stock on it, but I can't shake off the feeling that somebody did it before them. Yeah, but I have the feeling that the Ultra 1 or the Ultra 2 was meant to do that, and then they cut it off. I think the Dorado and the Scream Machine existed before the Ultra 2 did. If this series is basically what Ultra should have been, what kind of blasters do you want to see? Obviously an Ultra 2. But what do you think would work the best in the NERF N-Series line? Assuming the darts are the same kind of firm stuff that you get, we're already seeing new mechanics we haven't seen before, like this magazine chain 40 dart belt, which is hot. The Sprinter looking like they handle a small NERF Junior, and upside stock attachment points are the only real downsides. The Sprinter is, I don't know how I feel about the Sprinter, right? I don't think the Sprinter is a bad blaster by any means, but I do think the Sprinter definitely has something lacking. It's just a weird blaster. So it's meant to be a bullpup, right? But look at how little room you have between the magazine well, the stock, and the front of the blaster. That's gotta be like, I don't know. Assuming those darts are like 1.5 inches, 2 inches, like, it's not very much. It might be comfortable. I kind of wonder. I don't like the mix of like straight angles and then lots of weird curves. It's weird. This is a $30 blaster though. I think when the Moto Blitz came out, it was a $40 blaster marked down to $32. And looking at this blaster, it's like, I'm down. I will pick one up. It's not as attractive to me as the Raven was, but it's not bad at all. Potato says it's ugly on every single level. Mai says Feral boat action, lever action. Ooh, lever action. Dual stacked magazine flywheeler. Walcom, do you know Real Victoria? If so, can you get a video out of her? They said they were going to send me a video, and they never did. Hey, what is the Harrier 2.0? I've not heard of a Harrier 2.0, Midnight. You can see the Infinite on the WonderCon Hasbro toy panel thumbnail. Vesic, can you post that in Discord for me? I don't even know what Hasbro WonderCon is. I want a Box Mag LMG. I think the Sprinter is full auto. I don't think the Sprinter is full auto. It could be. I will eat my shorts if Hasbro makes a bullpup full auto for $30 US. I don't believe that. hell will have froze over if Hasbro made a bullpup full auto flywheeler for $30. This does take 6 double A's, but I think if it was full auto, it'd take 8. Is there any new Nerf zombie leaks? No, not yet, Caleb. MHP designed a box mag LMG style flywheeler. I know. Look at my freaking community posts. With the name Sprinter, it sounds like it's full auto. It does say motorized fast firing, but that could mean anything from Hasbro. Is Hasbro going to do any more half-dart blasters? So that's the thing, Brandon. We do have a leak that Hasbro has 2 more Pro Series blasters allegedly coming. Let's see if I can find the picture. Come on. Where is it? I did have a picture. I swear like I just showed it earlier. Huh. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. So, there is in fact NERF Pro Sidearm, which is a $30 blaster, and NERF Pro Primary Flywheel, which is $60. So, we still have a good shot that we're going to get actual new NERF Pro stuff. You say that, Delversetti, but the problem is that Gelfire wouldn't use flywheel. So maybe it's like a double punch with its trigger. I forgot the term for it. Oh my god. Binary trigger. That's what it's called. YouTube alerts on community posts are spotty. I've been posting in the community every day for like the past week. I just got the Harrier 2 today. What are you talking about, Frank? I don't think there is a Harrier 2. Do you have the other side picture of the Sprinter? Yeah. 1 second. I think I do. Man, there's a lot of anime girls on my desktop. I guess I don't. I don't remember deleting any pictures. Maybe I did. Oh, wait, no, here we go. So this is, this was a different Instagram account that posted this. But yeah, you can see the pointer rat. You can see the battery tray right here. Which, again, I believe is, this is a 6 AA battery blaster. Walcom should try the emission from BU Blasters, a double stack mag. I think I've seen those. Oh yeah, I've got 3. I guess that is, I have seen that picture. I guess that is the Infinite. Man, that is a really small picture. Let me see if I can even get that. Come on. Bruh, just go onto the desktop. Stop pretending you're too good for the desktop. There we go. So this is the picture that... No, I'm not getting rid of the pointer rat. We need that. It's the channel mascot at this point. What is it? Image 2? There it is. That looks to be like a rotoscope image. So we've seen that picture. Nobody really knew what that blaster was. But yeah, if you compare it to what we have with the, let's see here. Bring up that image we have of the, where is it? It's most of the stream is looking for images now. Where the heck is it? The one of the, there it is. Yeah, that's the same blaster. Because I think we saw this image here first, and a lot of people thought that this image right here was just gonna be, excuse me, was like a mock-up, like it wasn't an actual blaster. I saw more than a couple of people say that. But now that we're looking at it, yeah, that's clearly the Infinite. Which is weird, because the magazine, especially in the profile pic we have, this like 3/4 angle from the front here. It looks like there was some changes, because it looks like that gap is filled in. Yeah, there is definitely some changes. That's like an early prototype. There's way less detail on it. But they filled in that spot between the two mags. Interesting. I mean, .RTMat, it is probably, the Nerf Pro sidearm is probably just a Jolt. Let's not get her, it's probably a Raven, or not, a Fire Strike or something. That's the Infinite. The mag looks kind of insane. Yeah, no, I do think that is an earlier version. Because it's got the overall shape, but there's a lot of details that are different compared to what we actually got. So there's a gap right there. In this one, there isn't a gap. All of the surface detail you see right here, especially with that piece, like you can see it, it's very muted. I mean, it's like, it looks like a prototype. And then this was the finalized. Because I remember people saying this picture was just a mock-up, it wasn't an actual Nerf thing. So we've had consistently over 250 people watching. We have 96 likes. If you guys are enjoying this, could you please hit the like button for me? It really helps the channel out. You have absolutely no idea. That is the biggest thing you can do to help any YouTuber, is to just hit that like button. YouTube actually punishes us for not getting enough likes. God, Nerf is really running out of ideas. I don't think so. If Nerf is running out of ideas, they wouldn't have made the Infinite. I feel like it's fun to rip on Hasbro, but when they do cool new stuff, like as long as this blaster works okay, I think that'll be a slam dunk. Absolutely. 40 rounds, and if it's quick to reload, and if it's a detachable 40 rounder, that'll sell. That'll sell. HVCers alone will use it. I really do wonder if we're gonna make Nerf is still gonna make Elite 2.0. I doubt it, Round Bear. I think this is the replacement for Elite 2.0. It really does seem like Nerf has just replaced the entirety of Elite with this line. I think we'll still get Elite firing blasters, like the Fortnite halftone hero is obviously an Elite firing blaster. That might just be how things go from now on. The rip chain walked so this can run. I think that's a level-headed assessment. I think the rip chain could have been great. But Hasbro just doesn't understand what makes blasters good anymore. I wonder, I wanna ask, like if I was able to ask like Hasbro questions, I would love to know what their most successful blasters of each of the last 5 years was. I really hope the Double Punch was a successful blaster for them, because I think the Double Punch is an amazing blaster. Ugh. Malifer says, I'm glad Elite 2.0 is dying. Trey asks, why is the mag so thick? That's because it's a chain. There's a chain, a belt, inside that mag. Second degree Caliburn good for HVZ, asks Derek. No Caliburn is really that good for HVZ. I don't think short darts are good for HVZ. The Maverick, all 5 years. When is the release date of the line? I have to imagine if there are random Instagram influencers that already have their hand on this, June, early June, mid-June at latest. will see these things. Like, if you go to your local Walmart right now, I guarantee you the, like, Nerf shelf and, like, the Beyblade shelf next to it, at least that's how the Walmarts around here work, they're both empty, because I know Beyblade X comes out in June. So, Beyblade X and Nerf N-Series, I'm assuming, are both, like, early mid-June. They could be on store shelves right now. We should just go to Walmart right now, chat. Like, seriously. Because it could already be there, for all we know. There are people that already have their hands on these blasters, and they were sent to them from Hasbro through a PR agency. No, Derek, I think you could use a Caliburn for HVZ. I don't think you should. But thank you very much for the $3.50 super chat. After 46 minutes, you finally finished SC4. I don't think it took me that. I mean, I have to talk. I'm here to entertain you, right? These are amazing. I had a cherry one yesterday. Man, these are so good. This is my favorite by far. I really like that. And now to finish my apple juice. I technically could, Andy. Bruno, it will keep the chain from snagging. It will be easier to load the chain. Hopefully easier to, like, load the darts into the chain, I would imagine. There's a lot of benefits to having the chain inside the mag, though the obvious, like, problem is that you lose the ability to have infinite chain. But to be fair, that's basically for a stationary thing. I have to wonder what the file select screen in the Instagram video meant as in the file names. Man, I have that video. As far as I know, if I put this, it's just going to automatically start playing and I can't control it in any way. Let me see if I can do it. We can go through this, because there is what? Media file. Add source. Add a new source. Browse. Okay, there we go. So you guys can see, this is what Nerf posted. So that's the entire video. That's it. That's all they did. N-Series. I can't pause it or anything like that. We got a better look at the agility. Like, that's it. And their text was like, we know you know there's something coming. Well, here's some things you don't know are coming. We knew these were coming too. Was Worthley sent the mod at my store? No. Set the mod at my store. No N-Series yet, but usually they will put older unsold stuff on clearance. At my Walmart, they are all on, like, pretty much all that stuff's on clearance right now. I mean, Malware, would you like the dart type if it was actually useful? Like, if it's ultra but good, who doesn't want that? Element Rider has super chatted 50, I think that's Mexican pesos. Which of your shell ejecting blasters would you go get to HVZ? Firefly. If I'm gonna go do an HVZ and I want shell ejecting, I'm doing Firefly. You can't stop me. That would be the best. If there was an HVZ that sends me an email tomorrow, I was like, hey, Walcom, we're doing this HVZ. We want you to be there and we want you to use your Firefly. I'd be like, holy crap. I could use my Firefly in an HVZ. Are you sure? Oh, Monkey Mods, can you send me 1,000 shells right now? That's how that would go. What other energy drinks do you consume? So most of the time I like energy drinks because they're sugar-free. Are they full of aspartame? Probably something like that. I drink mostly like the Monster Ultras. The Monster Ultra Ruby Fantasy is one of my favorites right now. C4, Ghost, Game Fuel, a lot of them. That's a good one. That I was looking for the popsicle ones. I saw a picture of them and I'm like, oh my god, I want those. With a shell catcher? No. Give me 1,000 shells, Monkey Mods. I will literally wear Monkey Mods branded stuff on my body for 1,000 shells from Monkey Mods. Carl, hit me up. Are we getting a double stack mag? This is a chain mag. So it does have a higher capacity. It has a 40 dart capacity. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not double stack mag yet. The Monster Ultras are not aspartame. They're more modern, probably safer sweetener. Yeah, I usually do Monster Ultra. I think there's a Monster Juiced that's apple. I want that. Oh my god, do I want that. Has anybody seen that? I mean, I'm fine with the chain mag. Like, that's perfect. Like, that's about the same size as a double stacked Dominator mag, right? Derek Woodson, when are you going to review on the Nerf nuke? Haha, very funny, Derek. Thank you for the $2 super chat for that, though. Very funny. This is about the same size as a Dominator mag for about the same capacity. I mean, I'd take that. Classic Freelo tipped $1. So what's your favorite Monkey Mods blaster and why is it the Firefly that's literally your own edition? Because of that. I got a pretty pink shotgun. The Ultra Ruby Red Fantasy is a good way to bribe Walcom. Ask me how I know. Yeah, you picked me up 2 of those, and I think I drank them both the same day. Will you get a Monkey Mods tattoo like NBA fans getting a Naz Reid tattoo? I don't know if I'd get a tattoo. Maybe like one of those temporary 2-week ones or something. I think, Davis, I think it does look pretty sick. I think the Infinite is like one of the first times I've seen a Hasbro product I'm legitimately excited to try. It's been so long. I think the Infinite is going to be a winner. I know when I first saw the double punch, double rush, what the heck is that blaster called? I can't even remember. The last good Elite 2.0 blaster. It's got to be the double punch, right? There's a Boomco one that has like the same name. Double shot? No, it's not double shot. Double punch. Okay. Yeah, no, the double punch is amazing. If I had to use any blaster in a stock battle, I would use a double punch. Full stop. I'd use 2 double punches. What's the cheapest I can get a Monkey Mods Firefly for in Canada? I don't know. I don't live in Canada. I know they have a US warehouse now that sells them. I think if we operate off the presumptions that this line is gonna work better than Nerf Ultra, like how they expected Nerf Ultra to work, I think this line will be fine. They're already supporting it super hard, and if they keep pushing it hard, if there is 15 new blasters this year, one for every single Hasbro archetype, but as NERF N-Series, I think we'll be fine. If we get the Jolt and the Fire Strike next, and then we get the Strife and the Rapid Strike, and they just keep pouring out new N-Series blasters, I think we'll be fine. Thank you very much, the Josh's Rule. I really appreciate it. That's the best kind of feedback you can give a YouTuber. Thank you. The Nerf smartwatch is so amazing it forcibly tattoos your computer's hard drive. Yes, yes. Have I seen the Yeet Hammer? I have. I don't know much about it, but I have seen it. Looks like it uses shells, and it's like a bolt action. It looks pretty interesting. I'm cautiously, like I said, I am cautiously optimistic about N-Series. I really do think it has the potential to be good. Is it gonna satiate the hunger of the people who, like, 400 FPS isn't enough for them? No, of course not. But I do think that this is going to be maybe the best Hasbro has done in a while. Like, if they have Ultra that's good, I don't see why we would shy away from that. God, give us an N-Series barrel break. For the love of Crom, Give us an N-Series barrel break. Why is that so much to ask for? Why? N-Series barrel break. I don't feel like that's too much to ask for. A new Demolisher. See, that's another ammo type I forgot to mention. What was the last thing we got that used Demolisher rockets? Was that the Roblox? The Roblox, like, spider web thing? It's definitely not a dead ammo type, but... Did you get the magazines for your AAB? No, not yet. Barrel break is probably one of those licensed blasters. They made the barrel break for a long time. There's an Elite barrel break. There's a Fire Strike, Fire Series, Sonic Fire barrel break. Yes, chat, I'm aware that's a lot of calories, but I really wanted that apple juice. Yeah, so if we just had Mega and Demolisher rockets in Fortnite and Roblox, that means those ammo types aren't dead, but they're not dedicated. When are you going to make a review for the HPM23? It's already filmed. You'll see it soon. It should be Monday. If it's not Monday, it'll be sometime next week. Dude, I'm so busy now. I have a lot of cool stuff coming next week. I'm going to be very busy. Trey, we haven't seen a new Ultra Blaster since the Speed, which was like 2 years ago. Now we just need a Minecraft line to get a rocket launcher. I just... Didn't they stop? Didn't, like, Minecraft Dungeons die out? Do you have any idea what actually happened to the Cybertech Corp blasters from OMW? COVID-related, maybe? I actually don't. I have no idea what happened. I don't have any contact with Orange Mod Works. I know they had 3D printed, like, semi-functional ones at Ragnarok Oktoberfest 2019. I haven't seen anything about them since then. I know they had also some struggles with the, what do you call it? When they launched their Pump Action Magazine 3D printed thing, the S2000, S2200, that they had to basically refund and redo all of them because people were breaking them like they weren't even, like they didn't even test them before they left the factory. That printed really thin, and they're like, oh, our settings on our printers were bad, sorry. I don't know. I don't know what happened to them. I think they're pretty much gone. Which sucks, because they were one of the originals. Harrier Mark IV, if you want super high performance and a bulletproof blaster that will never work, never break on you, Mark IV. If you want something more compact that still can deliver a lot of performance with a lot of customization options, I'd go with the Harrier. Hey, Derby Phantom. Dungeons and Roblox both haven't gotten new blasters in 5 months. So Roblox hasn't gotten new blasters. Dungeons and Dragons hasn't gotten any blasters recently. They're all on clearance right now. Minecraft hasn't... No, Minecraft got the Firebrand axe. That's relatively recent. Actually, I think there's 2 new blasters in the Minecraft one, neither of which I care for. How do you balance stock and pro blaster battles? You don't. That's the answer to that. You really don't. Are you going to do a video on the Shellington Kieran? Asks Logan. I'm supposed to. I need to. It's so old hat. It's like over a year old at this point. I don't know who cares about the Kieran. That's like one of those videos I'll put out and I'll make it knowing it will only get about 10,000 views because everybody's already seen the Kieran. There's dozens of videos already out. I don't really have anything new to say about it. Are they good? Yes. Could they be better? Yes. Ergonomically, they're kind of a nightmare, but performance-wise, my God, are they really nice. ANSI, I don't know if we've tested that. 36 millimeter just seems to be the golden number. Will the Harrier break on me? I don't think I've heard of a Harrier breaking. I think they learned their lesson with everything that happened with the, what do you call it? The Swift. What are your thoughts on the Nightingale 2.0? It's a Nightingale. I don't, from what I've seen, especially from early performance testing, the 4S LiPo power doesn't do anything. It seems like another, like, worker doesn't know what the hell they're doing kind of thing. It definitely looks cooler, but yeah, I'm not worried about the Nightingale 2.0 at all. Can you say hi to my son Luke, please? He's 6 and really enjoys your videos. Hi, Luke! And thank you very much for the $5 super chat, Andy Griff. Only 10,000 views. Yeah, but it's not smart to dedicate a bunch of time and resources. You're talking 6 to 8 hours into that video for what you know will not pay off at all. Like, that kind of sucks. When it's like, I don't know how to rationalize that to you guys other than it's like, if I did a video today on the Minecraft Firebrand axe, like, does that video have any chance of being popular? No. Like, it's not even worth my time to talk about it. It just isn't. Like, even if I did the video the easiest way possible, which I would never do because I care about the quality of my work, I want to do a video on the Kieran. It's been sitting in the set off to the side for months. I need to do a video on it, but every single time I look at it, I'm like, who cares? Like, there's a Walcom edition, but the reason why that video never happened is because the Walcom edition had so many problems and changes done to it that I had no control over, that by the time it was actually in, like, GDOF's hands, like, he didn't even have the individual number stickers that went with the blaster. He sold a bunch of them without the sticker when they were in one other random box. Like, all of them were in some kind of random Kieran box. It's like, it was such a nightmare. And I was like, I don't want to advertise this. Are you kidding me? What I got and what I told was going to be the product is not what other people got. And so I just never did the video. It's not that I don't want to. It's just that, like, at this point, it's like, what do I talk about? I think there's still, there was only supposed to be 300 of the Walcom editions out there. I think there's still some out there. The Firefly sold out in like a month. But they're still cute. If I do a video, we might sell through the original Gear ones. I'm telling you, ergonomic-wise, they could be a little bit more done. But as performance-wise, they're amazing. Do you think SLS nylon blasters are worth it? I don't know anybody selling just pure SLS nylon blasters, right? And in terms of being a printing technology, SLS nylon is amazing. Luke still loves that you and Jared signed as Trailblazer in Indy. I wish I could remember that because I signed so many blasters and stuff like that, but that's cool. Thank you, Andy. And thank you, Luke. Whoa, the Orange Module Works site was last updated just yesterday, but like what Rad said, yeah, I guess they'll still take your money at least. I'm sure they're still operating in some capacity. We've pretty much settled on 38mm total for half darts. 36 has been pretty much gone. Oh, I thought it was the 36 is what we use now. I hope we get NERF Pro League soon, but NERF somehow kept the Strife X airtight. I mean, we have NERF Pro Leagues. We know for a fact we're getting at least 2 more blasters. We need NERF Bayonet. NERF actually has made, like, foam knives that go on blasters in the Modulus line. Hot take, the Orange Mod Work SR200 is very ugly anyways. I never got my hands on one. I don't think I've ever even touched one. Can you still even buy one? I don't know why people were excited for it. Even back when it came out, I didn't understand why people wanted this blaster. Like, I'm not trying to be, like, an asshole. I really don't know why people were excited for this thing. see if we can put a picture up of it. Like, even when this blaster was announced, it was like, oh, cool, another pump-action magazine-fed Springer. What was the highlighting thing of this? We'll read the their product page and see. Oh, God, searching through. Oh, I need to clean my desktop. It's not even popping up. There it is. So this was the SR200. You chroma keying out my hair? That's cool. So here's the SR200. It was $125. It says there's a lead time of 3 days before shipping. Modular design allows swappable attachments and accessories such as priming grips, scar barrels, lighter rods, buffer tube, and more. So, additional features. New 12 kilogram spring designed to be buckle and collapse free, metal plunger housing, free falling mag release and mag pull capable while breech is closed, easily swap spring barrel or picoting foregrip without disassembling the entire blaster, easy access to plunger system without needing to fully disassemble the blaster, compatible with mil-spec buffer tube that can be swapped in and out as desired, safety orange front extension plate, unique blaster identifier for each blaster. I don't know what that means. That must mean every single one is individually numbered. Yeah, so this thing, it's been a while. So the video was uploaded for this thing March 19th, 2021. And it's like, yeah, even back then, this was not a very exciting product launch. It's 3D printed, and man, a lot of these things broke. This might even be a Gen 2 for all I know. It's not like it's a bad product or anything like that. It's just so, like, way too little, way too late kind of thing. Have a good night, Snow. That front grip was printed with one wall, if I remember, in the first batch. Blamed it on the factory changing stuff. Yeah, but the factory was probably their own office. Like, I don't know. I don't believe when they said that. Yeah, I agree, Mai. It's like now, it's not that it's bad. It's just like, is it linear bearings and all that kind of stuff that we expect on like a pump action blaster? No, it doesn't do any of that. It's not, it's pretty much boring. That was my main takeaway when I saw this. Like, it's boring. I don't think it's a terrible blaster. I think if you had one today, you'd still probably be reasonably happy with it. But yeah, I remember seeing that and looking at it like, what about this is important? Like, what about this is new? And I still, honestly, I don't know how to answer that question. Like, I don't feel like this blaster did anything new. I don't think it has a single claim to fame. Man, Orange Modworks still sells stuff. Are these actually in stock? Yeah, apparently you can buy an OTAC Hammer Shot S1 cylinder for $60. I'm sure it wasn't cheap when they made it. But man, I don't know. They were one of the first, but they are... It's hard to really get behind them now, especially after the fall of whatever their stuff was. I think they took pre-orders for all of them, had limited edition colors and stuff like that, and none of them ever even showed up. But I didn't back it, so I don't know. I know lots of people who did back it, and I don't think they've gotten anything. Maybe they got refunds. I don't know. So it's like Kickstarters and stuff in this hobby are so sketch. Like that company, that's so weird. What was it? Shelby Destroyer. I talked to them, like, they used my quotes on their website without ever asking me. I think you can still go to that website and find quotes that I know I said them, but they're not like, you know, I endorsed the product. Like, what they had at Jared's Epic Blaster Battle was really cool. They liked it. My name was all over their website. They never even let me have one. They never sent me one. They offered to send me one and then ghosted me. I don't think they ever came out with it. And that was, the only video I was ever gonna do for the Shelby Destroyer was like, they were trying to sell it with like a subscription model where you had to pay money monthly to unlock full auto and stuff on your blaster. It was nuts. Which was like the worst thing I'd ever seen. And thankfully, they apparently changed that, but yeah, I don't think the Shelby Destroyer ever came out. Check the Indiegogo. Dude, it was bad. It was so bad. Hey, Illinook. I still can't believe they put my quotes all over the page and never even gave me one. Okay, they have updates. Their last update was over a year ago. We've partnered with Dude Perfect. So they still never came out. Destroyer pre-orders begin shipping in August, and that was July 12th of 2022. And then February 14th of 2023, it still has not shipped. Indiegogo, domain name Shelby Manufacturing up for grabs again. Emails bounce, folks ghost us. Looks like we're out $200+. Looks like we got scammed then. Has anyone heard anything from these scammers? Dude, I don't know what the hell they were doing. That has to be illegal, man. What's the Shelby Destroyer? So what was super cool about the Shelby Destroyer, and I think somebody else should just rip this right off, it was basically a Vortex 2.0. The one they had in at Jared's used 3D printed, like, just discs. Like, they were about Vortex size. I think I stole a couple, but they're basically just flat discs. And the magazines would hold like 400 of these suckers. And it was full auto select fire and everything. And it hit hard. And it flew good. For like TPU discs that you could print ammo-wise. Now, they were gonna manufacture their own ammo and stuff like that, but the prototypes just fired 3D print. That was cool! Like, that right there was like, holy crap, I could 3D print my own ammo? I could 3D print Vortex discs? That's awesome! The only one that's even come close to that is Bobo Innovations. His newest little blaster is, like, again, Bobo Innovations makes toys, not performance stuff. But even he made like a little, disc magazine pistol thing with lockback and everything. Man. Considering the blaster they had at Jared's was pretty much perfect, and all they had to do was make that, and they still took the money and ran. And they put my quotes from Jared's Epic Blaster Battle when I talked to the lady. We talked to him. She asked me how much to do a video on my channel. And they'd already done one with Drac, right? So Drac's hands are full of blood. He absolutely did a video promoting it. They asked me how much to do it. I said $500. And they were like, okay, well, we're going to be up there sometime in like August or something like that. And they never showed up. They never even talked to me again. It was honestly, from what I experienced, it was cool. But yeah, they totally stole the money at this point. I want to read more comments. Thank you very much for joining us, Wormeye. Keep in mind that dart next to your name, when you chat, it's obviously there. But if you leave any comments on the channel, that dart will also be there. You'll stand out from any other commenters on my channel. So thank you very much for supporting. That my minimum for a dedicated video is like 4 times that. Don't worry, I charge a lot more. At the time, I was going through a lot of stuff. You have no idea what I've been through in the last couple of years. Going through a lot of stuff. That was like, I basically told them, it's like, I don't know what to charge you right now. I just want to get this blaster in my hands because I really think it's a cool blaster. $500. And they didn't take it, which is wacky. Okay, so this was 38 weeks ago. That was last August. We've not yet been able to get the product in our hands that is representative of the quality destroyer we designed and sold. We are entering another round of DVT, pushing us to the late 4th quarter due to the closure of the Chinese holiday. Oh my God. The thing is, they're lucky. This blaster could come out today, and it would still honestly be pretty good, I think. Hey, Pinkie Pie! Man, that is... I can't believe Shelby did that. So, let me see if I can put a picture up of this Shelby. I might just open up a incognito tab or something. I can't believe they just took the money and ran, dude. Oh, even Blaster Time or Blaster Hub did it like a Shelby Destroyer thing. Ooh. Honestly, it was pretty cool. I'm kind of upset they did that. I honestly was really hoping that blaster would come to market. I was about ready to light them on fire too, because when I saw they were trying to pull, nobody was talking about it. They were trying to pull like, yeah, you have to use our website and you sign up for $4.99 a month and you'll unlock higher velocity and full auto on your blaster. And I was like, oh no, there's no way. No, I'm gonna immediately do a video on this because there's no freaking way you're gonna do that in my hobby. You will never do that. This blaster still could come out right now and be good, but they still haven't. But I think the magazine holds like 200 something rounds. And I mean, if you could 3D print your own ammo for it, that's even better. Oh, look at that. Like they got Ri-Fi Channel to do a video on it. Why did everybody get a video on it but me? And they used nothing but my quotes on their website. What the hell is that about? Am I wrong to feel slighted by that? They gave this thing to multiple other YouTubers, but used my quotes on all over their website. And I never even got my hands on it. King Kavosha, I feel bad for Shelby Cards for showing a name similar to them. Yeah. You were too expensive. Yeah, the $500 was too expensive. I can't believe them. There's so many pictures of people holding their video, like doing... They never... But they used like nothing but my quotes all over their freaking website. I was about ready. Like, I think I checked up on this like 6 or 8 months ago. And I was about ready to be like, dude, can you guys take my quotes off? You never paid me for that. You just like it looks like I endorsed this thing more than I endorsed fried chicken. Like, there's no way. Like, I think it's cool, but you can't not let me do a video on it, but use a bunch of my quotes and use that to try to sell your product. Thankfully, I don't think anybody's like, oh, Walcom, I see you clearly endorsed the Shelby Destroyer, so I bought one. Dude, how... Yeah, so Ri-Fi Channel had a video 3 years ago on the Shelby Destroyer, and it's still not done. Oh, I didn't even do an interview. I literally just talked to them at the event. Like, I don't think it was recorded. Maybe it was. It's been years. I just was like, dude, this is awesome. I absolutely, and I did. I love Vortex, and I thought this was cool. And they're like, it's a $200 thing. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. It holds how many rounds? It has select fire and all that stuff. Yeah, that's super cool. I was more excited that it had 3D printed ammo in it. Like, I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Because like you could almost like 3D print the whole blaster. That needs to come back. Call me when it shoots thin mitts. Yeah, that sucks. That's another... I don't know what this i3 product development is I'm seeing. They have like a new website. I don't know how old this thing is. Way to like completely screw over your entire company by never delivering this product that you took people's money for. That's insane to me. I don't know what i3 product development is, but it's somehow tied to the Shelby Destroyer. Necco wafers. Yeah, they pretty much were like Necco wafers. Those things that are horrible. Nobody likes them. If you actually like Necco wafers, you're lying. Those chalky, brittle foam, like discs, candy, they're horrible. Man, talk about a waste. I don't know how they had a fully functional everything and couldn't, like, think about it from like an actual development standpoint, right? Like the blaster, they already had one that fired. It really only uses one flywheel as far as I know. The brain board is nothing new. We have tons like the NERF Duino and stuff like that would do drop in and do the same thing. I don't know why this was so hard for them to get off the ground. I think they just took the money and ran. I'd love to see this still come out, but man. Ivan kind of likes Necco wafers. Oh gosh. Their YouTube page points to the Facebook and Instagram. The IG no longer exists, and a Facebook page points to a website that doesn't seem to exist. Wow. Foamy disky sweats, like flying saucers. 3D printed foam has to exist at this point. I know they put foaming agents in TPU and PLA. Necco wafers are okay, not great, but edible. Wow, that is... Oh my god, I can't believe you guys would eat Necco wafers. Man, that sucks. That was like a $100,000 Kickstarter, too. Or Indiegogo. I wonder how that partnership with Dude Perfect went. Obviously really good. I'd rather eat chalk than Necco wafers. Ew. Man. Let's see. We apologize for the silence in the last several weeks. How about your 6 months with no update? That was 40. The last comment was from Christopher Haig. Domain name shelbymanufacturing.com up for grabs and the email is bounced. These folks have ghosted us. Looks like we're at $200+. Man, that sucks. That absolutely sucks. I don't know how many times this happens in our community, but that is, that's horrible, Shelby. I'm kind of glad that I never had to do a video on this. That could have been a really cool product. Like I said, if that were to come out tomorrow, it would still be a good product. I'm sure Dude Perfect has how is Dude Perfect as a channel doing? Like, are they... I'm going to social blade Dude Perfect. I've not seen a Dude Perfect video in years. Oh. I mean, I don't know how many of these video views are also probably shorts, but from February of last year, they're down to about half their views, and they've been downwards trending. There are months they make zero subscribers and 100,000. Their video views are down 8.3%. What's their channel look like? They got 60 million subs. Jiminy Christmas. Okay, when was your last full-length video, Dude Perfect? 11 hours ago. Wow, they do some wacky videos now. We built our own lightsaber. So they do one video every 2 weeks, it looks like. They're still getting good views. I guess they're just not getting views like they used to. Yeah, I've never, like, kept up with this channel at all. How's their, is it shorts giving them a ton of views? Not even really that. Wow. I mean, yeah, honestly, at this point, every single one of those dudes is a multi-millionaire. I can kind of, you know, don't want to do anymore. Just, at that point, they can do exactly the videos they want to do. Like, they did a video 11 hours ago that's almost got 1 million views. I don't know if that's good or bad for them. That's usually pretty good as a YouTube channel. Vulcan tipped $5. Do you prefer people sending you complete 3D printed blasters, sending you the parts kit to assemble, or printing it yourself and assembling yourself? I'm getting to the point where I could easily privately test the Sega 4D. At this point, probably complete blaster, to be honest. It just, you gotta make sure it's good and it works, because I've gotten stuff that doesn't work. My biggest pet peeve is, like, when somebody sends me their 3D printed blaster and it, like, looks like it was printed on a printer from 2015 and it barely works and it feels like garbage. If you're not, you can talk to me. I'm pretty sure you have me. You can talk to me. If you're not confident in your 3D printed, like, shell design and stuff like that, we could probably work something out. I've got a printer. I've got plenty of filament. We could work something out. I would like to do a video on that. I mean, it's a freaking Saiga. I think the Dude Perfect bow could have, like, it's seriously one of the cooler Nerf products. My problem with it is, like, I wish you could fold it back up. I wish it was the bow from Monster Hunter. That's what I wish it was. How long do gel balls typically last? That's a great question. Out of water, they last a couple of days, maybe hours if you're in a hot environment. But I have gel balls that I have had in a thing of water for years and they still work fine. It's not moldy, not anything. It works perfectly fine. When was Nerf peak? Ooh, 2016, 2017, I think. So the only reason with, like, Vulcan stuff that I said anything about, like, so I get offers all the time for 3D printed stuff. With the HBM 23, I was like, I'll print one out. And you guys saw how that worked out for me. I don't think I'm inept, but there was, like, a lot of stuff that needed to be redesigned to that blaster before I had to swing at it. But I have it. It works now. I haven't ran more than, like, a couple of belts through it, but as far as I can tell, it works fine. Thing's heavy as balls. That thing is so hefty. And the grip is very not comfortable. But he's going to release it soon. I'll have the video up, I want to say Monday. I'm waiting on a sponsor, War Thunder. They have to approve it, so. But, like, with the Ogre, like, there's no reason I had to build an Ogre. It doesn't look like that complex of a thing. And I don't think the building of the Ogre would have added anything to the video. Nerf rifle is banned in my country? Yeah, because it goes up against a lot of, like, firearm laws in some countries. Oh, man, I hate this pollen. Oh. Gel blasters are legally classified as weapon in 5 to 6 states here. Oh, is that in Australia? What do you think is a good starting 3D printed Nerf blaster? Any of the things from Elite Dynamics, they're mostly just like the Corsair from Elite Dynamics is like, I don't know, 14 printed parts and all you need is a bungee cord and it works. I don't disagree, Radioactive. The Ogre definitely seems like a $150 blaster, but I don't know. In my opinion, That's like, if a 3D printed thing like the Ogre, which I think is completely open source, maybe not, actually, I don't know. We can look it up right now. NERF Ogre, I think. Shoeless Historian. Yep, there it is. Is that even, I wonder if you can commercially use, no, it's not commercial use. You'd have to make a, what's the word I'm looking for? You have to make a deal with Shoeless to sell it. But, what's it, files? It's 27 files. Man, I mean, you gotta think, like, he's building these, testing them, and shipping them. You gotta pay people what they're worth. If it's not worth it for him to do it, then, like, if you think $250 is too much and you can do it cheaper, well, the market will decide that, in my opinion. But for the most part, it's like, yeah, it costs money. You know, you watched me for 9 hours. 9 hours build the HBM. I would not build one of those things for under $1,000. Plax April tipped $1. No, Jake, I'll donate $100 if you play War Thunder game with Spookston. I don't know any of those people. I assume they're people. I don't know any of them. Are those like influencers? I don't know who they are. Bradley Phillips is doing a video on the Waken. I wonder how that's going to go. Bradley, I feel like, has something out for me. I still love the Awaken. It's still one of the best blasters I've ever got my hands on. I love it more than any other blaster I pretty much have right now. I have a feeling Brad be like, oh, this is lame. It only shoots 1 dart per second. The fastest reload I can... I don't know. I feel like Bradley has it out for me. I don't know if he actually does, but I feel like every time I like a blaster, he dumps on it. Every time. I think it's one of the best blasters I've ever gotten my hands on. Love that thing. Still, I fired it thousands of times. I really need to mod the carbine one. I have not touched that one in a while. Yeah, I have no way of playing it with, I've never played War Thunder for, actually no, I have played War Thunder on the PS4, but that was a decade ago. I have no chance of playing with those people. How many people actually got an Awaken? I made that joke, daughter Tiamat. I'm pretty sure I did in that. Yeah, I made that joke in the video. I got a lot of Shrek stuff. Do I ever play stock class Axe Jack? No, not really. I mean, there's not really too many options to play stock Nerf. What are we at? Man, I am very much just wanting to go to bed. I made a dual wieldable X-shot long shot build. I could see that. I may have gotten Awaken if it had shotgun shell compatibility, like Sledge or Trill. Oh no, those are way too big. I picked up a Dart Zone Tomcat due to last stream. I am not disappointed. That's good. A Tomcat's a great blaster. Get those before they disappear. What was it on Dart Zone's website? They have a sale. They're like, buy 17 Tomcat drums, save 62%. I never actually like tried to see if that was like super true. I wonder if they still have stuff for sale. Yeah. Buy 72 mags, save 70%. Let me see. I wanna add. Where is the Tomcat drum? Buy 12 Tomcat drums, save 17 or 70%. I'm gonna add 12 to my cart. What is the price of 12 Tomcat drums? $143. I don't know how that's 70%. That's not 70% off. That's not 70% off. If the dart drums are initially $20 and they're $12 now, that's still not 70%. How does that math work? That math does not work is the answer to that question. Is it? Because they're $12 a piece. Yeah. You have to choose the 12-pack. Was there a 12-pack option? Oh, there is a 12-pack option. $71 for 12 Tomcat drums. Jiminy Christmas. $72 for 12 Tomcat drums. You could make an entire loadout that's just Tomcat drum, Tomcat drum, Tomcat drum, Tomcat drum, Tomcat drum. Man. If I had the money, I'd almost do that. So I think that's like one of the, with the Bobo Innovations kit on the Tomcat. Yeah, no, there's no way. You wouldn't get free shipping though. What if you bought 2 12-packs? I want to do something similar around my community, but finding a control space to do is one issue. Next is supply issue, since you can't always depend on people to bring their own stuff. There's an extra bonus when you buy in bulk. Okay, so that's why they say buy like 76 magazines. Which is insanity to me. I'm gonna go... I forgot about the X2. Like, they have them... I think the Matrix Fire is dead now. I don't think you can buy them anymore. Yeah, they're out of stock. Out of stock everywhere. I really should have got another Matrix Fire. I only have the one. $72 mags for $204. Oh my god. There's no way. 96 mags. 96 Mark 2.1 half-length dart cartridges. What? 96 mags. There's not even a 96 mag option. Gosh. Classics for Real is tipped $1.72. $1.72 ducats donation instead of 72 for PCTC. Well, thank you very much, Classic for Real. Man, that is 90. Buy 96 mags for 56% off. That is nuts. Supa Vaporium, I am back calm, managed to get away from meat counter job with my life. Congratulations, you survived another day, Supa. $12 Comcast mags for 78, yeah. Yeah, no, that's the funny part, is like, it's 96 mags for the 2.1. Like, holy balls. That is nuts. Wow, the Dart Zone Scar Muzzle thing is sold out. Has it been sold out for a while? Yeah, Radioactive. I'm not even sure they sold 92 2.1s. I agree. Man, do I agree. Wow, I'm glad I bought that when I did. Yeah, and we're just... I'm gonna probably get off here in a bit. Again, I was not feeling the vibe today at all. And there's no way the couple of blasters leaked could sustain us for a full 3-4 hour stream. So I think we'll do a little bit of a shorter one this time. Because I just want to go to bed, man. Oh, I know I see. I mean, I had a whole energy drink to even sit in front of the camera right now. And I'm like, my watch is dead, but I'd love to do an oxygen test and see that I'm at like a freaking 92 or something right now. I'm not feeling it. I'm very, 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 very not feeling it. And honestly, some sleep will probably do me good. It rained today, so I think that kind of takes the pollen out of the air for a little while. I'm hoping that fixes things. Now I have like a bunch of watches. So like this like Temu watch, this thing I swear to God is powered by a fusion reactor. Oh my God, is it actually dead? No. It's still at 40% battery, and I swear to God I've had it for like a month. I've never charged this. Like, I can do an oxygen test on this thing. I don't know how accurate it is, but I wore it for like 2 or 3 weeks to test it out. I can't believe they can sell this thing for $20-something. Where is the blood oxygen? I really think this thing is like powered by a fusion cell. It is ridiculous. Any Dart Zone leaks? We're still waiting on the Striker 2.0. Clags' Priel tipped another $1. Before you leave, there's a video about how Hasbro's ruining Power Rangers and the creator has to work around the name of John D. Hasbro. Oh boy. 98%, there's no way. It's probably like a 93. Yeah, we talked about that already, Spooks. What are the dimensions of my giant Nerf dart? I don't know. I've never actually... It's just a foam roller, like a yoga mat roller, and the head was made by Hawkeye. I've never measured it. Or maybe I haven't, I forgot. Tony Stark built this thing in a desert with scrap! To be fair, I've never liked Power Rangers, so... Yeah, we're getting into summer, which is usually when Dart Zone releases new stuff. We did get the Aeon Pro and Nexus Pro, but we should be getting a release of like their normal Adventure Source stuff soon, I'd hope. Alrighty. Well, I appreciate you all coming out for this. I know I was a little low energy and stuff. Oh my God, Spartan. What are you doing? Here's a donation for you and the wife. Walcom goes treat yourselves to dinner when you're feeling better. Thank you, Spartan. I wish you wouldn't have done that through Super Chat because YouTube takes 30% of that and I won't see it for 2 months. But thank you. I really, really appreciate it. That'll be here just in time for my birthday. Man, I really, really wish you wouldn't have done that as I was ending the stream because I feel bad shutting down the stream now. If you go to Walcom S7, I mean, you already did it. You can't, as far as I know, you can't. Maybe you can dispute charges. I don't know how that works. I've never had anybody take back a Super Chat. But there's if you go to walcoms7.com, that literally takes you to the Streamlabs PayPal link. But again, you already don't. Thank you. Thank you. We couldn't even do anything tonight anyway because she has to work at 3 a.m. So I think she's already in bed. I'm having a frozen pizza tonight for dinner. Again, Discord's always a good place to go. I'm usually rather active. If you don't see me, it's because I'm usually in the secret club, which is like the Patreon chat. But yeah, that's the best way if you want to keep talking about Nerf. I don't push the Discord as much as I should, just so I don't overwhelm my mods. I'm pretty sure we still have one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Discord in the entire hobby. So, what type is the pizza? It's just a pepperoni pizza. That's the only thing that was on sale. We just went to the store. That's where I got the apple juice and the energy drink. I got some Fritos too, which I ate a little bit of and put the bag back. Spartan, what the heck? Why? Spartan, what are you doing? You absolute mad lad. Are you kidding me? Oh, that was the old one. That was the old one. Okay, thank you. God. I'm going to shut this down before Spartan sends the money. Thank you very much, everybody. Using these live streams every Saturday night starting at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. New video out Monday. I think it's going to be the HBM 23. It'll be something else if the ad wasn't approved. King Kavosha with the $2 super chat. Money. Thank you. And if you guys want to continue talking about stuff, talk with me and stuff like that, the Discord is always there. It's discord.gg/nerf. Yes, we got that link. We've had it for years. Thank you very much, everybody. I did my best. I want to die. I'll post a picture in general on the Discord. The puddles outside look like soup. There's so much pollen in the air. I am dying. Oh, these dolphins are dying. Love you all. Thank you so much. I'll leave you with the rest of this song. Take care, everyone. No, Joseph, you don't want that. Thank you for the €5 super chat. You guys are awesome. Okay, bye now.